This is absolutely perfect for the Dallas Mavericks. There will be a day that comes where certain players on our team are ready to retire. Players like Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Dwight Powell, even Klay Thompson. And in that event, we need to make sure that starting now, we have good quality young talent for the future. And we've already been making good strides in that by getting Cooper Flagg with the #1 pick, getting Derrick Lively a few years ago, as well as Omax and Jaden Hardy, even getting Max Christie in the trade earlier this year. But there's one player that we did get, not from the draft, but on a two-way contract that will definitely be a part of this team in the future, and that is Miles Kelly, the three-point sniper defensive monster who is just outperforming his peers in Summer League, aside from Cooper Flagg, obviously, but he is making it known that he deserves to be on an NBA roster, but that may not be the case just yet. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Miles Kelly, see if he's actually ready to join the Dallas Mavericks on a guaranteed contract, when that should actually happen, and what he could bring to the Dallas Mavericks. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before you start with today's video, we're currently sitting at 21,634 subscribers, getting so close to 22K. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all summer long, with one more Summer League game, we got preseason, we got training camp, more rumors will be floating around. If you don't want to miss out on a single thing, make sure you subscribe. But the Dallas Mavericks, they've got this problem that really isn't necessarily a problem, but it is something that everyone's talking about, and that's our two-timeline situation, where on one hand, we're ready to compete right now, we just need the team healthy and ready to go. But on the other hand, we got young talent that will need time to develop that could help the team more in the future than right now. But with all the moves that the Dallas Mavericks have been making, it kind of makes both of those timelines just become one. We can still be competitive now with all the players that we currently have. Kyrie Irving, who will be back from injury February-ish. Anthony Davis, as well as Derrick Lively. They'll be ready to go by training camp. They both had surgery as well. But we also have good young talent that can not just help us now, but definitely in the future. Players like Cooper Flagg. Obviously, we got Max Christie in the trade for Anthony Davis, who will be a good player for the Dallas Mavericks, and many other young talents that we have as well, like Ryan Nembhard, where a lot of Mavericks fans are very high on Ryan Nembhard. Some say he plays just like his brother. Although he's only 5'11", he doesn't let his size hold him back. But there's another player who's been lighting it up in Summer League, who's becoming a fan favorite to a lot of fans that we definitely got to take a look at, and that is Miles Kelly, who I talked about the day we got him at the end of the second day of the draft on a two-way contract. If you missed the video, make sure you check it out, because I called it. The Mavericks just robbed the NBA. We signed a 3-and-D sniper who did improve defensively year over year in college in all 4 seasons, as well as he got better shooting the 3-ball in all 4 years of his college career. So the Dallas Mavericks will be okay. And obviously, we got some old players. I mean, Anthony Davis and Kyrie aren't old, but they're not young by any means. But our oldest player is Klay Thompson, and he is still a good player. Klay Thompson is on a 3-year contract, about to start the second year of that contract. He will be 37 at the end of that contract, so you want to make sure whoever we have is ready to go the moment Klay Thompson is ready to just hang it all up. At 37, I'm not too sure if he gets another contract with the Mavs, or if he goes somewhere else, or if he just calls it. But in the case of the event of where Klay Thompson wants to leave, you got to make sure we got the right personnel. And obviously, we have players like Max Christie. At the time of this recording, we still have Jaden Hardy, who I know he plays point guard, but let's be real, Jaden Hardy is a 2 guard, or at least just a scoring guard. But we got Max Christie, who currently now backs up Klay Thompson. But we also got another little sniper by the name of Miles Kelly, who is a shooting guard, a much taller shooting guard, a good defender, but he isn't ready for the actual roster just yet. If we take a look right here, an article came out the other day showing that Miles Kelly and Kyrie Irving will form an underrated duo in Dallas. In just 4 games with the Mavericks Summer League squad, Kelly has quickly become a fan favorite on a 2-way contract due to his incredible shot-making ability and favorable defensive tangibles. What also makes Kelly a unique prospect is that coming out of college, he was touted as one of the better shooters of his class, but he has an added aspect of ball handling to his game that will only make it harder to keep him off the floor as a rookie. Now, he is on a 2-way contract, and as we all saw last season, our 2-way guys aren't just nobodies. They're not just players that you just have and you just get rid of them. We saw firsthand as an entire fan base how important these 2-way guys are, and that you shouldn't just give these contracts to just anybody. You can't just give them to Jamarian Sharp or a bunch of other Jaden Hardys. You got to give them to players when you don't have any other options, you can go to them. We saw what happened with Kessler Edwards, who was playing the center position when our guys were down. We saw Brandon Williams step up when Kyrie Irving got hurt. These guys proved that they were ready for the moment when we needed them the most. Now, as far as giving them big money, long contracts, that's to be seen. Only Brandon Williams got a guaranteed contract after last season, but I truly do believe that a player like Miles Kelly, who brings a lot of defense as well as shooting, can find a role in the NBA, if not with the Dallas Mavericks. Although I want it to be with the Dallas Mavericks, but he does bring something that we don't really see. Klay Thompson is probably our best 3-and-D player right now, and he's 35. He's 35 years old. He's turned 35, and he's our best 3-and-D player. We've got other players like Max Christie. Some would say he's even better. I wouldn't really argue. I'm a big fan of Max Christie, but we need to make sure that we continue to have this archetype of player, this 3-and-D player. Miles Kelly, playing 4 years of college, he has the experience. He's gotten better. He's improved. He has a very, very nice shot, very fluid form. But on top of that, he has the confidence. He has the confidence of Tim Hardaway Jr. to just shoot it whenever he catches it, but he has the skill to shoot and make those shots at a much higher efficiency. And if we take a look at the article, it does continue by saying, while Kelly is only on a 2-way contract, Mavs Summer League coach Josh Broghammer understands that he has the perfect opportunity to play more and develop his game at the pro level if he continues to develop his handle. Saying, I think it's only going to expand his ability to play or be on the floor more. Broghammer said when asked about Kelly's handle. That's also going to make it harder to guard him. You can run him off multiple different actions. Just letting him start the offense is going to give us a big dynamic. While it's just a small sample size, Kelly has already proven to be an advanced player. Despite being on a 2-way contract, now with the Summer League coming to a close in a few days, Kelly will have the opportunity to not only learn from a shooter of Thompson's caliber, but he will have the perfect opportunity to form a duo alongside Irving once he makes a return to the floor from his torn ACL. Now, I'm not entirely too sure how many minutes or how much play time he's going to get with the actual squad. Obviously, he's going to spend a lot of time in the G League. I can't wait to see him play. I got courtside tickets. But on the main team, the way this team is currently set up, it's going to be hard for a lot of players to get any minutes. Players like Miles Kelly, who's on a 2-way contract. He's got to worry about getting minutes over Omax, over Jaden Hardy, who don't already get a lot of minutes, and players that I don't think will get a lot of minutes moving forward if they're still on the roster. But there is a future for Miles Kelly. Like I said, 3-and-D is an archetype that we don't have enough players for. And when Klay Thompson retires, you want to make sure you have someone of that same skill set to replace him. And we already have gotten reports, we'll talk about later in this video, of Miles Kelly just eager to learn from Klay Thompson. And if Miles Kelly can learn to just have a better handle, be a better ball handler, bring the ball down for the team, that just changes everything for the Dallas Mavericks. But the article does continue by saying that Kelly will still have a lot to prove, considering he is only on a 2-way spot for the Mavericks, but it's already easy to see that he could be competing for a roster spot next season if he continues to build on his game. There's no doubt amongst fans that the Mavericks may have gotten 2 steals in undrafted free agency market with Nembhard and Kelly, but Kelly has the perfect opportunity to make a real splash in his rookie season. Alongside Irving and Thompson, Kelly will have the perfect veterans to mold his game around and learn from, which could make him a scary player that will fit Flag's timeline if he continues to impress Dallas coaching staff. And that goes back to that whole 2-timeline situation where, on one hand, we could try to just worry about the future, get good young talent, and be competitive years from now. Or we can compete now. We've got a lot of veteran talent, a lot of good players. We also got good young talent, but 2 things can be true at the same time. But I don't think it's time for Miles Kelly just yet. There's not enough space on the roster. We still have to make room for Dante Exum, let alone try to find space for a 2-way guy who will most likely not get a guaranteed contract for another year or 2. But as far as the minutes go, he's probably going to play a lot of garbage time. If he does continue to impress, then hey, maybe he does see some time. Maybe him and Max Christie split that backup shooting guard role. I don't want to see minutes taken away from Max Christie. I want to see Max Christie continue to improve. But you cannot deny the fact that if Miles Kelly can do what someone like Max Christie does better, that he deserves to get those minutes. But we can't get ahead of ourselves just yet. And the last few things I definitely want to show you guys from our very own Noah Weber. He tweeted out saying Miles Kelly on having the chance to team up with Klay Thompson and learn from him, saying, I'm super excited. Klay is a well-known shooter, and a guy like that for me to be able to learn from, just blessed to be in that position. I'm a shooter. He's a shooter, so I'm definitely going to sit on some of his workouts. He actually works out with my trainer that I worked out with in the pre-draft process. So just being able to pick his brain, I think that's the biggest thing for me. I'm a big learner. I'm going to ask him a lot of questions. I'm going to be annoying to him. So that's going to be super fun when I finally get to meet him. And that's what you want to hear from somebody on a two-way contract, knowing he's got a lot to prove, knowing that he's got to get better as a player to get a spot on the main roster. But I think it's safe to say that myself, as well as a lot of Mavericks fans, are excited for the future of Miles Kelly. And as long as he can continue to improve and not just waste away in the G League, there will be a future for Miles Kelly, and it may take some time. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Miles Kelly is ready right now? Or like me, you think he needs a few more seasons, maybe a year or two, and he'll be ready to go? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for being part of the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.